Yeah, I'm having social anxiety talking to myself. I'm now realizing because there's been stuff I've been thinking about. I was like, oh, I'll say this stuff about me, and now I'm having anxiety actually like trying to bring it up. So I have social anxiety even in this setting. Great, that's fun. I don't know if I've said it uh live before, but something I've really struggled is actually like talking to girls. It's something that like whenever it happens, my body's just like, nope. Like my brain's just like, you're not going to do this. Which I think it's also because it's also a mix of uh, social anxiety as well. But it's not great. I think that is something I will try to improve like this next school year. I actually did take like I've taken small steps for sure, but
Slayer.
I'm still very far away. Maybe I'll just spend the last 20 minutes just talking about stuff. You know what? I think I've had enough Halo. Yeah, I did say before. I've actually. It's just I'm really bad at talking to girls, dude. It's been a thing since 6th grade. So basically 4 years it's been a thing. It's gotten a little bit better, but I think it's just with people in general. I think actually like my social anxiety actually didn't. I don't know. Because it's weird because I feel like in 8th grade something did change, but I don't know what it was. I guess it's just I became more confident. Was probably what it was in 8th grade. Because I was thinking like my social anxiety went down, but I don't think that's true. I think I'm still like socially as anxious as I was in 6th and 7th grade. So I think what happened with 8th grade is just that I became more confident was what it was. So yeah, I think I was confusing confidence with social anxiety. Because looking back on it now, like I'm realizing I'm still super anxious when I'm like engaging and talking all that. And I will say I'm an introvert. So you know, it's also really hard for me to be in those like social situations and all that. Yeah, dude, if you take 6th or 7th grade me and have them talk to a girl, oh boy. My brain would just be like, nope, nope, nope. And just try to like find a way to like leave it. It was so bad. I think what caused it is because I honestly wish I was like demisexual and all that, but no, I've learned that I'm very straight, like way too straight, and it's probably my least favorite part about myself, honestly, is like I feel like I'm too straight, and I wish I was like, well, I guess that's sexual orientation. That's not. What is demisexual orientation? I can't remember. But I think demisexual is basically you only have sexual. You only like want a sexual relationship with someone you know for a while. Because I believe that's demi-romantic as well. And like, I'd much rather be that than what I am now. I really hate it. But yeah, if someone were to say what's my, well, not really biggest flaw. I mean, it is a flaw, but honestly, I don't want to phrase it as that. But probably the thing I like the least about myself is that, like, I think my brain, because I guess I should say what maybe has caused it as well, is like I've been very isolated. I mean, I had this feeling before COVID, but COVID definitely made me like 10 times more isolated than I was before. Because if you couldn't tell from my streams, I don't play games with any of them. Like, the last time I played a game, I think, with like Aiden and like friends with all that, was like basically a year ago when Vector Glare came out and Siege. We got back into it for like a tiny bit. It was like a couple of days, like a week. That was basically it. But like that's the last time. So I've been like very isolated. And even like during school, I mean, I would talk to Aiden, like we have talked a lot. But I think also freshman year I was pretty isolated as well. Third period was networking. It's actually when I talked to a girl, which it took me half the year to start doing it. I think it literally did take half the year. I think the first semester we like exchanged like a few lines at the end of the class because it was computer programming. So we exchanged like a few lines every once in a while at like the end of the period. It's like we were the like first two at the door to leave. Yeah, but we didn't really start talking at all until I think like end of first semester, like the very end of first semester, second semester. And we only talked inside that class too. We didn't talk outside of it at all either. Okay. This is all started from talking about how isolated I was, but yeah. I don't think I talked to anybody that wasn't living with me, which at the time would have been my dad, mom, and my brother. And even that, I haven't really talked to my brother at all in like 5 years at least. So yeah, but I didn't basically talk to anybody else until the like my 8th grade year, the start of it. Yeah, I'm just a very like I just am so, because another thing too is like when I was growing up, I grew up in the country and not in like any neighborhood or anything. So like my closest neighbors would have been my dad's side of the family. If there was one thing I wish I would have done, like in elementary school, is I would have talked to more girls, because I think that would have made me like not as anxious around them as I am now. Like I'm a little anxious around them still. I really need to fix that. I mean, the only way I'm really gonna be able to do that is talking to girls. And I think it's still gonna be a case-by-case basis, because I think my social anxiety will still be around. It's just I need to, you know, be able to say to my brain, hey, how about you talk to people? Cause yeah, it's not great. I really hate it. I'm such a flawed person, man. But I'm gonna try and work on fixing a lot of stuff about myself, like my laziness and all that. I think this, honestly, like these kind of stuff will probably be the stuff that's gonna be on my YouTube at this point. Because also I think I'd want that anyway. People to watch me for who I am and not the stuff I play. Like, I don't know. I really don't like it when I have to like force how I do stuff, like be forced to change how I do stuff. So I think I'd rather, you know, people watch me for who I am instead of the games I play. Like, there can be a few people that are like that, but if I have like most of the people who watch me are because they like who I am, I mean, that would be heartwarming, first of all. And second of all, it's what I'd want. Because I just want to do what I want to do, basically. Which is why I've kind of put a hold on the whole playthrough the game stuff. I mean, if I had a more popular game, probably I would have continued it. Or my PlayStation, which they said had no problems, that clearly has problems. I guess I should say also, yeah, the steps I've been taking. First of all, yeah, I was talking to one girl. I don't think, like, obviously that's not gonna change anything. Like, I feel a little bit better around them specifically. That's, I think, basically all that did. Which is, like, great. Fantastic. You nailed it. Nice job, William. You smashed it out of the park on that one. But yeah. And I've also been, because something I've like kind of neglected, and I actually was gonna check that, is that I didn't really watch female content creators. Because I think they had the same aura around them as like people in my school, which is weird. I will say it's definitely weird. Like aside from like female singers, it's like the people who do like the singing covers. I don't think. Okay, I'm subbed to a few of them, but like I subbed to one that I can see scrolling through this. Because I'm scrolling through my subs, like who I'm subbed to. Yeah, okay, yeah, so there was one, aside from female streamers, which actually there's, or singers, not streamers, singers. There was only one, it was Adrisaurus. I actually thought I would have been followed to Emily, or sub to her on my viewing account, but I guess not. That surprises me a little bit. Yeah. Well then. I thought that would be the case, but there was only one, which was Miss Ella, and I don't even think I really watched any of her stuff. Except for like the recent like okay, it was the Clubhouse games, 51 games. Got it. That's what it was. Couldn't think of the stupid name. But I watched those that had John in it. But I've watched a little bit of Emirichu and Wolfichu and Emily's like stream stuff. And before that, I watched a little bit of Emerald. So like I'm basically like watching female content creators at this point, because hopefully that, you know, will help me, you know, get to a point where I basically don't put them on this like pedestal. Because I think my problem is like I'm weirdly, I don't know what's going on in this man brain, but it's like putting girls on a higher pedestal. And I'm sure anime has not helped. And by anime I mean Fire Emblem, because that's the only anime I have gone into is Fire Emblem. But yeah, I'm sure that did not help. I'm really hoping that me taking these steps will help me out greatly. I mean, I still obviously need to do the main part, which is talk to girls. That's gonna be the main thing. Because I feel like if, like, these are great and all, but like, it's still not all in all helping. Like, I still need to do the main thing and why I'm doing this mostly. And like, I'm sure the thing that would help me the most, I still need to do that. It's definitely going to be the hardest part, because again, social anxiety, and then mixed with, you know, me already being anxious around girls. Like, yeah. I do know, like, a lot of people were, like, asexual, like, they didn't understand the whole thing of relationships even in high school. Dude, my brain was thinking about that in 6th grade. Like, just going back to, like, the I'm way too straight thing, like, my brain was actively thinking about that in 6th grade. That's why it was, like, a light switch from, like, elementary to middle school as to why... Because in elementary school, I could talk to girls just fine. Like, it was great and all, you know? Like, it was fine. I mean, I think maybe in, like, the last, like, week or two of 5th grade, it was starting to kick in a little. But, like, for the most part, yeah, I could talk to them just fine. Which is why, if I could go back to elementary school, that it was what I would do more of, is talk to girls. Because, dude, I actually could super easily in elementary school. It's like, it's just crazy, because, like, I wish I could just go back to that mindset. Because it just seems like it was a light switch, and how sudden of a change it was. Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy, dude. I just wish I could talk to girls and not freaking my brain it's having like a malfunction in it. It's like warning, warning, girl has been spotted, and it can just be like, oh hey, look, a human. It's like, that'd be great. I'd really enjoy that.